Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're doing something a little different. We're taking just one single source, a promotional announcement for a huge new fantasy book, and we're going to break it down.
Yeah, the mission here is to really extract the narrative DNA. What promises are being made before we even read page one?
Exactly. And the book that's got our attention today is Inventory Hero, The Accumulation of Power.
And just that title alone, I mean, it tells you so much about where modern fantasy is going.
It really does. But before we get into the mechanics of it, let's get the logistics out of the way for you. The author is Thorne Ravensong, and the release date to circle on your calendar is June 23, 2026.
Right, and it's being billed as a thrilling adventure, so the stakes are high from the get-go.
Okay, so let's dig in. Segment 1. The title and the promise. Inventory Hero. The Accumulation of Power. What's your first read on that?
My first read is that it's incredibly deliberate. It's targeting a specific kind of reader.
Someone who likes, what? Systems, like in video games.
Precisely. The word inventory signals that this isn't about, some chosen one with a mysterious bloodline. Heroism here is something you can measure. You can count it.
It's quantifiable.
It's quantifiable. The path to power is through accumulation. The title literally tells you the engine of the story. It's fascinatingly transparent.
But does that run a risk? I mean, if the hero's journey is just about collecting things, does that take away from the emotional struggle? Does it just become spreadsheet management?
That's the central question, isn't it? And I think the source material knows that. It balances the mechanical hook of the title with this very thematic language.
You mean the part about weaving suspense, magic, and the relentless call of destiny?
Exactly. The magic and destiny parts are there to make sure it's not just a management sim. The relentless call part is key.
What do you mean?
It suggests the accumulation isn't just a fun hobby. It's an obligation, maybe even a curse. The inventory system itself could be the thing forcing the hero onto a path they can't escape.
So every item they collect isn't just a win, it's another step locking them into this destiny.
Right. It creates this incredible sense of forward momentum. This isn't going to be a slow, meandering story. It's going to be a rocket ship.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Which brings us to segment 2. If the engine is accumulation, who's in the driver's seat? The characters and the catalyst.
We get introduced to two main characters right away.
First up is Rick Gamond, and he's specifically identified as a scavenger.
And that is just a brilliant starting point.
Why? Because he starts with nothing.
It's more than that. A scavenger is, by definition, an expert in resources. They understand value, scarcity, and how to find something useful in a pile of junk.
So when you give that person a magical inventory system,
the potential for growth is maximized. He's already primed to think that way. He understands the power of having things because he's lived his life defined by not having them.
And he's not alone. He has Talia, his fearless friend.
Which you absolutely need. The scavenger mindset can be cautious, hoarding, protective.
You need someone to say, okay, let's go use all this amazing stuff we found.
You need the risk taker. Talia sounds like she's the one who's going to push Rick to actually apply all that accumulated power, not just sit on it. That dynamic is crucial.
And what kicks it all off for them is the classic MacGuffin. They find a mysterious compass.
Yeah, and this compass is, it's basically the plot detonator. The announcement says it opens the door to a realm filled with hidden treasures and powerful magic.
Instantly.
Yes, instantly. That's so important. Most epic fantasies involve a long journey to get to the magic. Here, boom, you find the key, you open the door, and you're there.
So the story isn't about the getting there.
No, the tension has to come from what's inside the realm. It suggests it's going to be about immediate survival, constant threat. The compass just throws them right into the deep end.
So Rick and Talia have the key to unlimited resources.
Yes.
But treasure is never free.
Never. And that takes us right into the central conflict. Segment 3.
The announcement says they confront dangers lurking in every shadow, which, is standard fantasy stuff. Monsters, bad guys.
Sure, that's the external conflict.
Yeah.
But the internal one is where it gets really interesting.
They face the ultimate choice between embracing their destinies or being defined by their past.
And that choice is so much more complicated because of the inventory system. Think about it. Their past as scavengers is defined by lack, by scarcity.
Right.
Their destiny is one of abundance, of overwhelming power. The choice isn't just, am I a good person or a bad person? It's,
what do I do with all this stuff?
Yes. Does the scavenger mentality take over? When you have immense power, is your first instinct to use it to help others? Or is it to protect what you finally gained after a lifetime of having nothing?
Does the inventory become a tool for your destiny, or does it just become a bigger, heavier version of the junk pile you used to sift through?
That is the entire thematic question. That's the struggle. Your past desperation is literally whispering in your ear, telling you to hoard to protect, while destiny is calling for you to risk it all.
So the real heroism isn't just accumulating the power.
It's having the strength to spend it, to give it away, to potentially lose it all for a greater good. That's what makes it epic fantasy and not just a power trip.
And the source says this journey could change everything. Based on this, I'm starting to believe it.
It grounds the entire magical premise in a really human struggle. What do we do when we finally get the thing we've always wanted?
Okay, let's wrap this up and distill the key takeaways for you, the learner.
You are now equipped with the 4 foundational pillars of this book.
Number 1, you have the title, Inventory Hero, The Accumulation of Power, the author, Thorne Ravensong, and that all-important release date, June 23, 2026.
2, you know our heroes.
Yeah.
Rick Gamond, the scavenger perfectly suited to become an accumulator, and his fearless friend Talia, who provides the crucial push to action.
3, the catalyst. It's that mysterious compass, an instant key to a dangerous realm of magic and treasure. No long journey required.
And finally, 4, the core struggle. It's destiny versus past. Will they use their accumulated power to save the world, or will the hoarding mentality of a scavenger trap them?
The announcement ends with an urge to join the quest, saying the journey could change everything.
It's a bold claim, and it leaves us with a final thought for you to chew on.
Go on.
If Rick's power is quantifiable, if it's all based on the things he collects, what happens when he inevitably needs a resource he can't find? What's the one thing that can't be put in an inventory?
Like trust. Or
Yeah.
courage.
Or maybe just the patience of his fearless friend. The sheer weight of that inventory could become its own kind of prison, and escaping that might be the real quest. That's the tension that I think will drive this whole thing forward.